Good morning, everyone. Happy morning.
All right. Happy morning, everybody, and another session of Empowering Morning Conversations. So, welcome to everybody who's on time, and welcome to everybody who is watching on YouTube or wherever you happen to be watching us from. So, let me quickly once again tell you what is the Empowering Morning Conversations and what is it that you can get out of it. So, Empowering Morning Conversations started 358 days ago. Kunenji, please let people in as I'm talking. I've made you co-host.
Right, sir.
358 days ago, we started this. And the intention was that we can all have something which we all desire. And what is it that we all desire? We desire a life of ease, joy, and glory. Isn't it? So that's what the purpose is. Now, for having a life of ease and having a life of joy and having a life of glory, you'll have to keep dealing with, getting out from your survival mode, which is the automatic mode. And we are exploring every day what that default mode is, what are the consequences of that default mode, and what is it that you're missing out in life because you're in that mode. So we want to create life. And what do we want to create? A life that we desire. What we want to create is a life that we desire. Now, desire doesn't necessarily mean only material things, right? A life you desire could be a life of ease and joy and happiness. A life of that you desire could be a life which is a healthy life, whatever it is. You want to create that, or are you waiting for it to happen? Saying कि जब परिस्थितियां सही होंगी तब ठीक होगा and all that. We are going to create it. We are not going to be at the effect of life. We are going to create it. So one of the things that really is a big, handbrake in our life is the negativity that we keep picking up. So we pick up that negativity and then we go out and radiate that negativity, adding to more negativity and then getting back more negativity in turn. Bolte na, as you give, so you will receive. So you receive negativity, then you give negativity, then you receive more negativity. Does it make sense? So we say hello. We will turn negativity into positivity and send that out into the world. One of the things we always say is, I will greet this day with love in my heart. I will greet this day with gratitude in my heart. Then, whenever we see a situation that we are resisting and complaining about, we start looking for possibilities. So instead of saying कि ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, ये बीमारी है, वो खराब है, this is wrong and this is wrong, we'll say, hello, what is it that I desire? And how do I go about creating it and how to make it possible? And we will work to increase our focus and energy. That's what we do every day. So we are removing all blocks that will stop you from having high energy. We will remove all blocks that don't allow you to have high focus. So at the core of the work that we are doing, this is exactly what we are up to. So today, I'm going to talk about trust. Okay? Now read what's written over there. Yeah, somebody would read it loud for me, please.
Believe in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone or something. Trust.
Exactly. So firm belief in what? The reliability, the truth, or the ability of who? Of someone or something. All right? Just think about it. Let it sink in. A firm belief, yani pura yakin. On what? Reliability. I mean, you trust, na? Very reliable. You find it very reliable that the sun will rise next morning. You trust certain truths that you've started believing in, isn't it? And you trust in the abilities of some people. So there are things you trust and there are people you trust. So what is it? Believing in the reliability, the truth, or the ability of someone or something. Clear, everybody? Trust is the firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone or something. So let's find out what is your relationship with trust. All right? What happens when there is no trust? And what is possible if there is trust? All right? So first of all, you should be able to recognize, now, do you trust or you don't trust? So that's a very interesting question, because I believe that you do trust. You trust that you'll be alive tomorrow morning. What else do you trust? Someone or something? Yes, Reddy, what do you trust?
I trust 100% in my business.
Okay, very nice.
If I don't trust, I'll not do business with them in future. That I strongly
very good.
follow.
Very good. So tell me, guys, what do you trust? Absolutely. There are many things you trust absolutely, isn't it? Do you trust that your family will not die with starvation?
Yeah.
You trust that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what else do you trust? I promise you one thing, Kunanji, a lot of people, those who are living in doubt all the time, do they believe that they will be able to take care of their family under all circumstances? So check and see. What is it that you do trust? I'm sure you do. So I wonder why it's taking so long for guys to answer that question. What is it that you do trust?
The food that I'm getting in the package is good.
Yeah, you trust now that the food is not full of germs and you can eat it and you won't die.
Yes. Also, when I'm boarding a flight, the pilot will be landing it safely.
You trust that, right? What else do you trust? Do you know the pilot?
No,
Do you know that he's not drunk that day?
nothing I know, but I do trust him.
Yeah, right? What
That's
else?
why I sleep.
Okay, check everybody else.
Also,
What is it that you do trust?
Can I answer?
What?
Ashokji wants to say something. Ashokji, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Except the driver and the maid, whether they will come or not, I trust everything in life.
Everything.
Everything in life, every person that I'm in contact, I trust. Except the driver and the maid, whether they will come in the morning or not. That's all.
Okay. Or at least you like to believe that you do. Many of us believe that we do unless we are tested, you know. परिस्थितियां टेस्ट करती है ना. See, 2 maybe 3 years ago, somebody whom I have known not very well, but he was a student of mine, and he comes and tells me, Sukhdeepak, you have to do this bars program. It's very good. ये है वो है. So my first reaction was, तेरे को पता है मैंने क्या क्या किया life में? How many things I've done? Huh? How do you know you will benefit from it? You know, how do I know I'll benefit from it? Because I already know all these things, you know. And every year I'm learning. So, sir, why not learn this thing this year? I said, very good, I can. Then he says, sir, do you trust me? Right? And I registered immediately. I said, I know this guy. I know that he is not an ill wisher of mine. What is he asking me? That time it was some 15,000 or something. I said, really, bhai, paise. Right? But I actually believe that I trust everybody, but I was hesitating to trust that guy at that moment, right? So there are times we trust, you'll say, no, I trust, but I don't do blind trust. So anyway, that we'll get to a little later in the conversation. Ashokji, anything else you'd like to say, or can you mute yourself now?
Actually, I find it to trust is much simpler than distrust.
Yeah, absolutely. But let us see
Distrust-
now from the people the evidence that they need to check in their life and find out do they trust or they don't trust. So let's find out. Getting? Yes, Abhinav, you want to say something?
Sir, before that, sorry to disturb. Jigar Soni and Kamal mic has to be muted. It makes a lot of noise.
Who else? Kamal is
Jigar
muted
Soni,
already.
Kamal,
Kamal is muted already.
and Jigar also.
Jigar, I muted him. Okay, Abhinav, go ahead.
Yeah, so good morning. So there are many things I trust and many things I don't trust. Like I trust that Sukhdeepak will always support me. So I trust that my father will always love me. I trust my wife and my daughter and my sisters will definitely love me. I trust that the medicine that I'm taking will not be fake and it will do what it's supposed to take for controlling my diabetes. So many things I trust, but there are many things which I don't trust also, what I'm getting into right now. But so there's a combination of things I trust, a combination of things which I don't trust.
Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing that. So, what is it that you do when you don't trust? I want you all to look into it. What is it that you do, or what is it that you don't do because you don't trust? Or how many things you have not done because you did not trust? And when I say trust also means, are you trusting yourself even? Yes, please, Reddy Garu.
Sir, many freebies offered online, I don't trust.
Okay. So you don't trust, so you don't buy them, right?
Yes, sir.
And sometimes you may get a good bargain also.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you. In the beginning, I never used to trust it until my youngest son, proved it to me. Okay, I can trust it. So how much I was losing out because I wasn't trusting. I could have saved a lot of money online. Anyways, what else? Check out, look and see. When you don't trust, what is it that you do? Yes, Arvind. Good to see you.
Yeah,
It'll be good if we can see you also.
yeah, thank you, sir. Just a moment.
रुख से जरा हटा निकाब
Yeah.
में हुजूर.
Right. So, I think when you are not trusting something, you don't act. You actions are stopped, and then it's diverting your pathways. So it's like wandering. आप भटक जाओगे. If you
Okay, why
trust
don't you
something
take a practical
and take an
example
action,
from your life?
right. So my firm belief is, whatever you think, whatever smart you are, but there is no substitute for hard work, right? So it's like if you have to succeed in some exams, so you have to put your 100%. There is no substitute for it. So I have done so many efforts in many aspects in the life, be it studies or be it about educating the children. So you have to put your 100% effort. Hard work is required for that.
Okay. Now I'm talking to you and asking you that give some practical examples in your life about situations when you did not trust. And what was the consequence of that? Like, how do you know you're not trusting? किसी परिस्थिति में हम ट्रस्ट नहीं करते हैं ना, तो फिर हम क्या करते हैं? So what do we do when we are not trusting? Or what is it or we may not do because we are not trusting? या तो हम कुछ करते हैं या हम कुछ नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि ट्रस्ट नहीं करते हैं.
I think we become more reactive in that mode.
So no, listen, don't give theoretical answer. Tell me practically from your life, what do you do?
Right. Okay.
कि तभी हम पहचानेंगे ना, then only we'll recognize what we are doing in our life, na?
Mm. Okay, let me think about it.
Yeah, I can give you some corporate examples. When you don't trust someone, you will
Yeah.
send him, if you want something to be done by Tuesday, you will tell him, I want it by Saturday.
Okay. So yes, ये तो sir day to day होता है. It's a procrastination happening.
नहीं, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन नहीं है ये. किसी से आपको ट्यूसडे को कोई चीज चाहिए, आप उसको बोल रहे हो कि पहले दे दो मेरे को, सैटरडे को चाहिए मुझे.
Okay, right.
Because you don't trust कि वो टाइम से दे देगा.
Right. So that's creating pressure.
Unnecessary. Maybe he's a guy who will do it on time.
Yeah.
But we are operating on an assumption कि कोई काम, nobody does things on time. So you have to tell them, put them under pressure, otherwise they'll not do it on time. But where is it coming from? Trust or distrust?
It's coming from
I'm not
distrust.
saying right, wrong, by trust kare, nahi kare, that's not the issue here. I'm only saying that when we don't trust, then there are certain actions we do, or there are actions we don't do. If I don't trust my friend and he says कि यार 10,000 रुपए मुझे देना, and I'll give it to you in 1 week's time, I'll not give it to him because I don't trust him.
Right.
So just everybody, this is, thank you Arvind for the introduction. Definitely everybody is seeing something out of that.
Thank you, sir. Right.
Okay, so I'm asking everybody, what is it you will see yourself doing or not doing because you don't trust? Yes, Abhinav.
See, where I don't, I was looking at myself that, with people I have, some percentage of trust level. So with someone I will have a 90. I don't have 100% trust on anyone. So I also have a trust issue. So I will have like 90% trust on somebody, 70% trust on somebody, 30% trust on somebody. So what I feel is that people if I look at, so people I don't trust, I do not participate much with them then. I kind of cut off with people I don't trust much. And with people I have high trust level, I participate a lot with them. And see, same is the case with, like industry-wise, like I don't trust the share industry, I don't trust the Bitcoin. So I don't even want to, when someone talks to me about them, I just close my mind to it. To them.
You don't even listen to
them.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to that. They will be saying, it's good. I made 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakhs in that share. And my mind will be close to it. Let's talk about something else.
Exactly.
So that is how my relationship with trust is. Where trust levels are higher, I will participate more. But trust levels are low, I will participate very less.
Okay, so that's one of the things that happens, right?
Yeah.
Can you see that sometimes we may miss out on opportunities because of that?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yes, Reddy Garu.
In one line, I don't empower many of our people because I don't trust them.
Yeah. So you'll never find out whether they're really capable or not. No? You will always live with your assumption that they are not capable.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So you recognize that. Thank you very much for sharing. Yes, Jigarji.
Hello.
Anji, sir.
Yes, sir. So, what I trust is people don't have an interest in your problem. What I see, people used to like laugh or means they used to be happy with your problem. So because I trust or I have experience, so I never say the problems. So what if other way I can say I don't have trust that people are really interested to solve someone's problem. So I don't have that trust. So I do not share the problem.
Now, so you don't share.
Right.
So by not sharing, what is it that you may be missing out on?
Yeah. Maybe someone is interested, really someone can be helpful, or something could have been solved earlier. So by not sharing, this can be the problem.
Yeah, so you lose. There's an opportunity that you may have a bigger support structure in life. क्योंकि लाइफ में जितने सपोर्टर्स होंगे जिन पे आप यकीन कर सकते हो, that much powerful you'll be, ना?
Right.
To believe that मेरे साथ कितने लोग खड़े होंगे जब मैं तकलीफ में हूँ.
Right.
So you believe कि मेरे साथ तो कोई भी नहीं खड़ा होगा मैं तकलीफ में हूँ.
Right.
So that belief is getting reinforced now because you believe what you believe.
Right.
Okay, very good. Thanks for sharing. Now you need to find out what you should do about it.
Right. One more thing I want to say.
Yes, sir.
Like when I used to like do meditate and yoga and have some experience and come to know the wisdom of life. So initially I used to say with the people, this is the right thing, this is the wrong thing. Then I say like 2-3 years I do that, and then I see that people are really like they're just interested in a story to hear and be happy from hearing something. But means my motive is someone should encourage and someone should do change their life, right? I benefited, so someone else should also benefit out of that. But I see after 2 or 3 years, people are not changing. They're doing same thing. So I understand, okay, they are interested. They are happy to listen the stories of some realization or experience. So then after what I say that I don't trust that people are really, everybody is not really happy to have a change in their life. So if somebody is really happy to have a change in their life, so they will show the real interest, then we can share someone. So I used to not share any such kind of knowledge or experience to anybody.
I got it. So I suggest to you one thing. If you go to my YouTube channel, there is a session on beliefs, which I have taken. Yeah, you want to watch that. And you'll see that how your beliefs are creating your reality. आपको लगता है कि आपके अनुभव की वजह से आप ये बातें मानते हो, but maybe it's the other way around. So you can watch that one. All right. So next we'll go to Renu because ladies first, then Ratanji, and then we'll come to our very own Kunan also. Go ahead, Renu.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Sir, I would say I trust on my gut and intuition more, because what I felt in the presence of the other person. I am not impressed by the fake smile or over nicely talkative people, but I more trust on my gut feeling. So I faced the consequences also, because in some of the relationship in the corporate culture, you have to trust, you have not choice. So in that case, I have not shared the information which must be shared because I was not comfortable. So consequences are there definitely, but this has happened with me that where what my gut or intuitions are saying, I follow that only.
Yeah,
And
maybe intuitions are telling you the truth. Who knows?
Yeah, and I see people from beyond their physical presence. So the vibes are more important for me to judge. I know we should not judge people, but I I judge. I know that I'm judging people, but
But you
I
know
judge based
something,
on
this
energy.
Renu, what you are calling as your intuition or your gut feeling is an awareness. All right. And when you are judging people, your awareness is reduced.
Yes.
So when your awareness is reduced, then you are having insufficient data to trust or not trust. Na?
Yes.
Because see, why we say don't judge is that because judging reduces our awareness.
Yes.
See, intuition is awareness. I mean, you're totally aware. All right. So we'll take that up another time. So good for describing that when you don't trust, then you don't do certain things.
Yes.
Right. And you are saying that I don't trust because I judge. And thank you for saying that, because this is one of the points I was going to bring up, that if you are judging, there is no trust.
Yes.
There can be no trust if you are judging. Na? So judging, when we are, let's say, giving trust to someone, we are saying, okay, I withdraw my judging. I'm not judging anymore. Okay, great. Thank you.
But when there is a conflict between what I am feeling inside about that person, that governs me, that drive me actually.
Then it will not allow you to actually find out more about that person and really find out whether your limited awareness is enough or not. क्योंकि आपने already उसको typecast कर दिया ना कि भाई ये तो villain है.
Not villain, but I
I'm
must
just saying.
trust or not trust. I decide on that basis, on vibes or on the basis of energy, that I should trust or I should not trust.
Exactly. Then you will be looking for all the evidences why you should not trust. This is what the mind does, फिर आप बोलोगे हाँ देखा, this fellow cannot be trusted. देखा, इसने ऐसा किया, he can't be trusted. This is the way it works. Anyways, thank you very much for sharing that. Yes, Ratanji.
Okay.
And then we'll come to Malika ji. You joined a little late, so perhaps you do not know the context in which we are discussing. But still, after Kunen is asked his question, we'll get back to you. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Basically, I trust almost everything and everybody, but the allopathy medicines, I'm little cautious. Because they have too many caveats. They have side effects, and from what little bit that I understand, they try to attack only the symptoms. They never want you to be 100% fit.
Well, so what is that costing you? Specific example you give. When you don't trust allopathic medicine, that means you don't go deep to find out how that medicine works.
Right.
Because you don't know pharmacology, do you?
No, but I read as much as I can from even every packet has too many caveats.
No. See, those things I agree with you. I also read it. But you said that they only attack the symptoms.
Right.
Now, I'm a man who my first job was in the pharma industry. I was trained for 1 year on pharmacology and all these things.
Right.
So I'm not a great believer in allopathy either.
Right.
But because I'm able to trust it in certain situations, I make sure that I find out how the drug works and all that.
Right.
So right now we are only asking, when you don't trust, what is it that you do?
I
will not have.
I just avoid them.
You will avoid them.
Avoid as much as I can. In dire emergencies, I'll take them because other modalities won't work. But,
exactly.
That's one of the things. It's ingrained in my brain.
Yeah, but one more thing you may be missing. You think about it. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
By not trusting, there may be one more thing you may be missing, which I want you to think about it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Kunen, and then Malika, and then Sakshi.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Actually.
Can we let the ladies do it first? Can you wait a little bit?
Yeah, sure, sir.
अपने तो बाद में खाना खाते हैं ना हमारे साथ घर वाले. Yes, we will have Sakshi first and then Malika, because yes, Sakshi.
Yeah.
I'm doing some
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah. See, I quite agree with Abhinav that there is this percentage of trust. with everyone. Like with certain people, you trust completely, like 99%, 100%. With certain people, you trust 20%. Whom you don't know, you are skeptical, you start trusting. So there is this one aspect where the degree varies. And with further introspection, I realized that areas are also there. Like I trust certain people with all the areas, my personal, finances, professional, then emotional, where I don't need to put any cover. Whereas with certain people, you with experience or with your gut feeling or whatever, there are like, there are 100 of mechanisms inside that you trust only certain areas. You know that much, that person that much, that you trust only emotional part or your personal part or professional or certain combination. So it all depends on the dynamics of the relationship with that person. With me, it is
Yeah, so
like
you are
that.
like a normal person, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my question was that when you don't trust, what is it that you do, or what is it that you don't do? That's all I'm asking. What are the things you hold back from because you don't trust? And what are the things you do because you don't trust? Like Abhinav said, na, if some people are talking about certain topic which I don't trust, I don't even listen to them. That is something which he does when he's not trusting, right? So what is it you do, or what is it that you don't do because you don't trust? Just one
So
second.
when okay, so when I don't trust, I don't share, I don't open up, I'm not myself. I'm like restricted or
Sorry, can you repeat that?
they,
I wasn't listening.
okay, no problem. So when I don't trust someone or don't trust someone completely, then I don't open up, don't share every detail. I just give superficial information or as much as is required. Or maybe I'm not natural. I have got like, certain, uh, you can say restrictions or certain put up, uh, you can say the behaviors are restricted that way. So
How many choices you have not made because you don't trust? Trust includes trusting yourself also. Trust includes your, making choices or decisions or whatever.
right, sir.
So how many choices you've not made in life because you don't trust?
So like when I'm not trusting, I'm also a little tense, anxious, and stressful. Like recently it happened, my daughter had gone out with her friends whom I didn't know, I had not met, I just heard about. So that entire day I was a little stressful. I was checking on her. I was checking, she shared her location. So I was like, all the time on guard. On guard is the right word. That way.
Okay,
You're
but
not
you still
normal.
didn't answer my question. No? My question is that what choices do you not make because you don't trust either yourself or anybody?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Very true. We miss out on a lot of opportunities because we have not trusted that person. We have not given 100%. We have not really opened up. We have not shared certain area or aspect of our life.
Do you remember any practical ones where you missed out? You don't have to tell us. But be in
As
touch
of
with.
now,
See, otherwise theoretically, so obviously we'll miss out on opportunities. Sab log bolenge. What have you missed out? Because once you realize that, then you'll decide, you'll be in a better position to know what is the impact of trusting or not trusting. So check in your life. What are you missing out because of your inability to trust?
yes, sir.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rajsi, for the interaction. And once again, I compliment your new hairstyle.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, Madam Pillai.
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Can I start?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. There is, for example, in my life, if I give a task, one particular task, there is task 1 to some person A. If the task is not get done properly, definitely for that particular task, I cannot trust that person A. Even though that person A is from my closed circle. For example, I want, my husband is in a bank. He was working for bank. Even now, he is continuing as a ATM contractor. But if for one information, if I need it, that is particularly say for investing something or recurring something like that. If I ask him, he won't give the proper information to me. Then I go for the second person, that is person 2, person 3 from his same bank itself, and ask them and get the information. So what is happening as a consequence? Whenever, but even though still I ask questions on different areas to my husband, he used to say, you will go only for the experts, not me. Whatever they say is only you believe. So you can directly ask to them. So, but I used to say, whatever information you are going to give, based on that only I'm going to get the extension information from others. Since you are not giving the complete information, I'm going to others to get the information. So that is what I will go for the second or third person. I never change the task, but I change
So the question, Malika ji,
yeah.
The question, very specific question I'm asking is that when you are not trusting, one example you have given what you do. Yeah.
Yes.
And what is it that you don't do when you don't trust? So just think about it. Yeah, there are certain things you will not do, or there are certain things you will do because you don't trust. Like, for example, Abhinav Mathur was sharing that he doesn't trust about some things like Bitcoin and all. So when somebody is talking about that, he does not even listen.
Correct. But in my case, so far, trust is not in place, only the finance will be in a place. It is not the thing that I didn't trust something else.
No, my question you did not hear. Malika ji, work on little listening, please. My question is that when you are not trusting somebody or something, right? Because trust is you even trust things, right?
Yes.
So when you are not trusting, what is it that you do? Like you gave an example, no, because you don't trust your husband will get the job done, so you will ask many people to do it. That's one example. So that is something which you do.
Yeah.
Correct. So look at other example also. What is it that you do when you are not trusting?
Yeah, I always look for choices. I always go for the choices. That is, I never give up the task which I have decided already. I will always go for the various tasks, various choices. That is what is always I used to do.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Kunail and then Milan.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Actually, when I don't trust, I verify the facts, truth, ability, and reliability, as you mentioned, the definition of trust. But a quick question I wanted to ask that we live in the world and we are conditioned, others are conditioned to don't trust each other. So in this situation, if I trust someone blindly or I operate with the trust, it's going to be a bit challenging to live.
Hello. Did I even come to that topic, whether you should trust or you should not trust?
Okay.
Have I come to that topic? I'm only asking you a question. What is it that you do when you don't trust?
Yeah, I normally verify the facts and then I take action.
Okay. Look at some other examples. What is it that you do or what is it that you don't do when you don't trust? So this you're talking more about maybe official or something when you have to buy or something. Look at other areas also.
Okay, thank you.
You know, because that the trust is pervasive in many areas. Because it pervades everywhere. If trust was there, we would not be judging so much. And if we are judging so much, we cannot trust. So they both are, so just think about it.
Yeah,
right now, I'm not saying anything. It's your choice. You want to trust, you trust. You don't want to trust, you don't trust. But let's have an awareness. What is it that I'm missing out in my life because I am not willing to trust sometimes? And what is it that I do, or sometimes I don't do because I'm not trusting? Are you getting it?
Yeah, got it. Thank you, sir.
All right, Milan ji, and then back to Sakshi, and then to Hasina ji.
I am basically a person who like trusting people. I do in the first instance, if there is no cogent reason not to trust, I come to the reasons generally, but then I believe in them. I believe in it, and I don't believe in something that I have been defrauded once, and therefore I will leave trusting people. It's not like there was a problem in life, and therefore my jina chhod do aisa nahi. So I believe in people, trust in people, number one. Number two, the thing which I do not normally trust is which sounds apparently very, very rosy and flowery. When somebody gives the impression that he's not talking, he's just talking through his lips, not from his heart, is something which gives me an impression not to trust. Example, you ask for a specific example. The example is this. Today, many mails I get which are very flowery kind of offers which come through. I immediately shut those mails. And yes, the consequence of this, I may have lost out on certain benefits, certain offers, certain kind of discounts. But even at the cost of that, since it sounds very flowery, it sounds very team-chow. Therefore, I do not get into this. I don't trust them. This is basically my understanding about trust and mistrust and the consequence of this. And I have followed this throughout my life. And actually, I have benefited. So long I am on the positive side, instead of not trusting, I have lost something out greatly in my life. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And okay, now back to Sakshi and then Hasina ji after that.
Okay. So I just recollected this example, what we were just talking about. See, every time this has happened with me, I'm aware of it, yet I can't do away with this habit of not trusting pet caretakers. Like since so long, since Elsa has been with us, my pet cat's name is Elsa. So since Elsa has been with us, we've hardly gone for outstation trips. At the most, like, it must be 1 or 2 trips. So I don't trust all these, daycare centers where you can keep your pets and all. I've always been very skeptical. And I've never found a house where I can keep Elsa and where Elsa and the housekeepers are comfortable. So every time, whenever there is a trip or something, I have to face a lot of anxiety about not the planning of trip or any other thing, but how will Elsa be? Will he be comfortable or whatever? So even if when I've agreed and committed for the trip and I've made all the arrangements, what has happened? This anxiety has taken over and these trips have never manifested. 2 or 3 trips I have observed last time also, they get cancelled after doing booking and after making all the arrangements. So what is happening is, because I don't trust these daycare centers and pet keepers, it shows up that our trips finally get cancelled for whatever reasons, like for different reasons. And whereas like the whole trip is not got cancelled, my being the part of it has got cancelled. So I really have trust issues in this particular area.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much for sharing that. Yes, Hasina ji.
Sir, I feel that you don't trust 100%. And then you're half in your mind at the yes or no. And then you assign the job, you lose your peace of mind.
Okay.
This is what I feel.
All right, very good. So that's it. Now, no more people. And very quick, Neeti, nice to see you. And I hope you're feeling better today. You know that Neeti has not been well. And so, are you all right today?
Yes, sir, I'm a little better. Yes.
Yeah, you sound a little better than you did yesterday. All right,
Yes,
so ladies and
thank you.
gentlemen, boys and girls, as we come to the end of today's session, I just want you to think on this, your relationship with trust. Okay. Whether you trust or you don't trust, it's a choice. But you keep looking into this, that when you are not trusting, all right, what is it that you are stopping yourself from doing? What is it that you are doing? And what could be the consequences for that in your life? I mean, are you limiting yourself in some way or not? All right. So having said that, I wish you a wonderful day ahead and God bless you. And I will see you tomorrow morning for another conversation with you. See you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Bye-bye, sir.